naked in the mud, right?
No.
It's not the butt shot with the mud
Guess
and the
again.
leeches.
No, we'll get to
No.
it. We'll get to it.
Welcome to Action Club Podcast, your weekly hangout for great conversations, big laughs, and even better vibes. I'm Demarco Crum, joined by Ben Weber and Tanner Spees. This week we watched Rambo, First Blood Part 2, and we can't wait to dive in and share our thoughts. Whether you're listening or watching, we're glad you're here. If you enjoy the show, don't forget to share it with your friends and follow us on Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Now, let's get into it. Yeah. All right, speaking of butts and leeches, Rambo First Blood Part 2 is the movie for this week. Tanner, was this your first time seeing it?
Yes, this was my first time seeing this movie. And it was good. I think there's a little bit of delay before you get to the action stuff.
Yes.
But once you got there, it was amazing. I think I wrote in my notes like real life explosions, which we're not used to in the post 2005 era. And the classic, one-armed shooting of a fully automatic machine gun.
Yes.
Lots of helicopter fights. Like the whole thing was really it was good. I enjoyed myself for sure.
That's awesome. I love it. Ben, was this your 50th time seeing it or 100?
Yeah. Probably like from beginning to end, let's say 37 times. And then, bits and pieces of it, a lot more than that.
Yeah. Oh, of course. This is at least, if I'm trying to give a fairly accurate figure, this is at least number 15 for me all the way through, because this was one of the first movies I ever owned on VHS. I've talked about this epic birthday gift before, where I got the TV VCR combo.
Oh yeah.
And the videotapes I got were, check it out, Rambo First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3, RoboCop the trilogy, and Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer, and just wore those tapes the hell out and just enjoyed it. Had such a good time. So very much the 80s
era. How could you be like a peace-loving person after that?
Yeah, after watching Arnold and Stallone and
Stallone our guys. That's like serial killer material right there.
It would be tough. Yeah. So at least with RoboCop, one of his prime directives was protect the innocent. So
that's true.
There was a little bit in there, which is funny because he's the least human of the other characters, right?
They're all heroes. They're all heroes with a code.
Yeah. Rewatching this movie for potentially the 15th or 16th time, this is, in my opinion, one of the best and one of the most important action movies overall, but also particularly of the 80s. I think this is peak 80s action, in my opinion.
It's funny that you say that, because I was literally just editing one of our previous podcasts where we were talking about this movie being something that we have to watch before we get tattoos.
Yes, free tattoo.
I don't remember which episode it was that we talked about that, but there was at least 5 minutes of like, should we make this a requirement to watch before the tattoo, or do we just let it come naturally, or blah blah blah? And then I remembered that we're going to be watching it, so that was
you can't have an Action Club tattoo without having seen Rambo First Blood Part 2.
Yeah. Well, Ben got so mad at me because I chose, I went off the beaten path. I wanted to pick a Chuck Norris movie, and I chose Missing in Action 2 at the beginning, which is
the shittier version of this movie.
Yes, and a very tough rewatch. And it,
which you said in the podcast.
Yeah, I'm glad we checked off the box.
You also picked Rambo 3 before this movie.
I know. I have, my weirdness with the. I always like I have a weirder thing with the third movie in each trilogy. I'm weird that way, but and I just remember as a teenager watching him in the cave with the arrows, with the chem light sticks, you know, the glow sticks attached to him. I just think that was just so cool.
Oh, no doubt.
The visuals especially were very cool. But that, yeah, I think this is up at or near the mountaintop of 80s action. And I mean, this to me, I mean, you've got Stallone just kicking ass. He uses every weapon imaginable in this movie. It's just incredible. You think about, he uses the knife, he uses a piece of cord or something to you know, choke someone out and break their neck. The helicopter, RPG, AK-47, M60,
Oh, yeah.
single arming an M60, which is a heavy weapon, by the way. I've carried one before, without the
has.
ammo, and it's heavy. It's like 25, 27 pounds. So
Yeah,
it's impressive. Although at least he wasn't shooting it from the hip like Arnold, you know, in Commando. So, but it's just awesome. They go through mortars, you know, everything. They just use all.
They
the
do. Oh, the mortars too. That's right. They do hit every single kind of like, how can we destroy the enemy weapon?
Yeah, they really get into it.
No CGI explosions.
There wasn't any tanks.
It's so nice.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, no tanks.
Yeah,
no tanks, but we had everything else.
They
it's
gave
the jungle.
Tanks
are tough in the jungle.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, they hit every other mark. Especially, I really liked the I don't know which one it's called, but not the Black Hawk, but the other helicopter with all the things on it.
Yeah.
The big boy. Yeah, that was cool.
It's so menacing. I mean, it's such that shot when it comes up over the horizon, you're like, oh shit, this just got real. Okay. Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about, you know, my brain's always going and going. And every time we get on this show, I always say, man, I love this movie. I have so many thoughts. And you guys are rolling your eyes like, oh, no shit, bro. No kidding.
I got thoughts in my head.
I was thinking about like jungle action movie Hall of Fame. And this and Predator are, to
Very
me,
specific.
At the apex. But I was wondering, what other movies would you throw into that category? If we open it up to like not just action, Tropic Thunder is obviously just so absurd.
Well, there's no Tropic Thunder without this movie either. Like Tropic Thunder takes 100% of its movie.
It's the comedy version
from this movie. Yeah.
Oh, agreed.
Like shots and like even specific things that happen.
Exactly.
Jungle movies.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Think about more jungle movies.
Question.
I mean, we did just watch The Rundown, you know, fairly recently on this
show. Good jungle movie.
So, which also borrows from Predator heavily with certain shots, him falling, obviously. So all roads lead back to Predator and Rambo. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Rambo's always in the woods. So. Like, well, I guess Rambo 3, he's in the desert a lot, but all the other movies, he's like, you know, the first Rambo. Have you seen the first Rambo, Tanner?
No, of course not.
Rambo First Blood.
So we're watching the trilogy. Tanner's watching the trilogy in reverse order.
I mean, I at least I appreciate that. Whereas, like when we watched Terminator 2, you were like, you have homework. You have to watch Terminator 1 in your free time. It's like, okay, well, that's rude. Granted, I did like it, but
you don't really need to have seen the first Rambo movie to get this one because it's so much different. Right.
I also don't think that you really need to see any of the movies to like. It's basically just nonsense plot line and then fucking action in the back half.
Yeah. Well, they do plenty of explaining at the beginning that he's the ultimate war machine, right?
Yeah.
Like, I have some takes that may need to be edited out. We'll let you figure that out later.
Do it,
but man. I've become an expert. So
is Rambo our first like incel action hero? Right?
Wait, first what?
Involuntarily celibate.
Fuck.
Because he like gets a little bit of attention from a girl, and then he forgets his bow and arrow, which is like his main squeeze. And so he gets kissed, right? She's like, "Hey, will you take me back to America and give me a green card or whatever?"
Yeah.
And he's like, yes. No one's ever looked at me like this. Like you're looking at me right now. Yes, I will. She kisses him, and then she's like, "Let's go." He is so brain fogged by this. She walks off. He walks to follow her, forgets his bow and arrow, which is, up until this point, the most important part of his life besides his knife, right?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Goes back to get the bow and arrow. She gets slaughtered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Is this the first
Tragic
time
moment,
Rambo's
actually.
kissed a girl? Is really my question.
It's possible, bro. That's I love
I
that
think it might be.
I think you're right, Ben. And it's funny
I
that
was
you brought
watching
this
the
up.
movie and it's like, this guy has lost his mind.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
he doesn't need
And
romance.
then he's
he
so
has
mad
war.
about it, he kills 700 guys.
He did kill many people for that.
Well, I love that you brought this up because I was gonna bring this up later, but this is a great segue into it. I wrote down biggest FAFO moment, fuck around, find out moment was killing Co. Was like, dude was about to leave and be done. They were gonna run off, go to America, get married, green carded up, probably pop out a couple of babies and go chill.
Maybe. I think she takes off once they get back.
I mean, probably, yeah. But,
90 days in, yeah.
But still leave and be done with the killing. And they, homeboy decides to take her out, and then it's just like back into the mode. He cries for a brief moment, and in that shot, when he stands up with the bow, you're like, you guys fucked up. You guys really fucked up this time, because he got that eye of the tiger, and he's about to kill all of you. Like,
oh yeah, he goes on a rampage.
Like it's not even about survival. It's like, I'm going to kill every single enemy combatant that I come across. Even if I don't have to kill you, I'm gonna take you out.
Because he never got kissed before. That's
exactly.
Why. Tell me the whole. Tell me the whole of my argument.
It's pretty solid.
At least the kiss wasn't as awkward as Tom Cruise kissing anyone. So
I'll tell you what else is awkward. Having to be Rambo's boss, and he shows up at the end, and he's wearing this little jade necklace. Come on, man. What are we doing? You're Rambo.
Yeah.
What is this charm around your neck? What's happening?
I mean, it's the sentimental part of it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
It doesn't look great.
I don't think he gives a shit.
I get it with the bandana. That, like, tying her dress.
Oh yeah, because she used it for his hand. Yeah. And it becomes his look.
The little necklace choker that he has going on. It's not great.
I didn't notice that, but that's fucking funny choker. Actually.
Sorry.
See, this is why Ben is on this show, because he brings such fresh insights.
Well, I hadn't really, I've seen this movie
not
so
something
many times.
I looked into.
And I guess I never realized that he has to go back for his bow and arrow.
Yeah.
And that's when she gets smoked. Because he takes his
right.
eye off the ball.
Yeah, I think, but if he was with them, that they would have both gotten fucked.
Well, I don't know. I think if he picks it up before they leave, maybe he shoots the guy,
Yeah, but he didn't see, they popped up out of nowhere and shot her.
I don't know.
I don't know, but you're right. The kiss definitely, like, it took him out of the mode.
Threw him off his game.
It messed him up. She should have waited. She should have waited on the kiss. So also, like, they were basically surrounded. So I wonder, I guess their plan was to just try to continue to evade capture and just sneak out. I don't know. There were lots of problems with that. I agree, Ben. It was like, okay, we're all done. We're done playing war. Let's go home.
Can we get into my other major question about this?
Yes, movie? Ben, let's do this.
And maybe Tanner, you can help with this.
Ben, be the driver. Let's go.
What the fuck were all those computers for? They have banks of supercomputers or something.
Yeah, he had to spend 30 seconds destroying
blinking lights. And they say at the beginning, like, Rambo, this is all for you. All this tech.
All for you.
That's
this
true.
is all to support you. And we have like a dozen dudes just like looking at lights and turning dials and like making notes. What is it? What is it for?
And the only piece of tech that really did come in handy briefly was the radio.
The radio.
That's it.
Yeah.
The radio.
Yeah, they weren't like using like, unmanned drones or anything like that. There was no satellite location.
Like I honestly have no idea what any of that is for.
Yeah.
And they don't explain it. They're just like, it's all high tech and it's for you.
They don't. And then he literally spent, 250 rounds trying to destroy it all at the end.
Taking it all out.
For what, like Demarco said, there was really just a radio, a very blinky radio.
Just the radio.
That is fair.
Also, I love where Ben is as far as kind of picking some gripes here. Let's be honest, if you're Troutman and this is your guy, this is your protege, your weapon that you've trained and you've honed into the perfect war fighting machine, are you not doing everything fucking possible to get him home? Like, I'm packing heat and you guys aren't going to pick up my guy. I'm shooting the guy next to me and I'm pointing the other weapon at the pilot saying, you're picking him up or you're dead.
Well, he didn't have the chance to pull his weapon, though.
Yeah, that's true.
They bullied him. They ganged up on him real quick.
Yeah,
but like he went and got Rambo out of prison for this, but he didn't vet the project.
The ultimate, yeah.
Come on, man, Troutman, you gotta do your due diligence, bro.
Watching
throw
this again,
your guy into it.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of not think of Troutman as kind of a dick.
Like I know he means well, but like
he means well, but he fucked up.
Yeah. I would not. Don't get me in any one of these situations, Colonel. Come on.
Yeah.
Especially in 3 when he's just chilling. Like he's moved on completely. He's working in the monastery. He's doing some stick fighting, and just giving the money away. He doesn't even care about that. He's just living his life, man. And they're just like, hey.
What happened in Rambo 1 that he ended up in a concentration camp?
Do you want this, DeMarco? Or you want me to do this?
No, I can answer it. I don't mind.
Or unless you plan to watch it, then we can just,
I mean, you should watch it. It's like a really good movie. It's different.
Should watch it. But I think it would be a good movie to watch on your own. I don't want to spoil it for you. I want you to watch it, unless Ben insists upon giving him the.
Well, basically, he's walking through this town. He's a Vietnam vet.
Yeah.
He's just like hitchhiking or whatever, and this local sheriff has a stick up his ass and gets him on like a vagrancy charge.
Yeah.
And then through a series of events, this like a deputy in the town dies, and they blame it on Rambo, and there's like a manhunt. It's a manhunt movie.
Yeah. It's a classic Reacher scenario where he's just a drifter going through town and he just wanted to get food. And if they had just left him alone, he would have gone, because he wanted to meet up with a family member of one of his fallen comrades. And he would have gone on about his way, and it was literally just fuck around, find out. So literally it's Reacher, basically. Like, we're messing with the wrong guy who's highly trained and all that. But it's good. It's more of I would say, what would you say, more of an action thriller, Ben?
Yeah, more of a thriller.
More of a thriller.
Sure.
Yeah, less action. Yeah.
Well, he's also trying to be non-lethal.
Yes, and that movie especially, he gets into like the traps and using the knife a lot, and like
there's a lot of like survivalist sort of stuff.
Yeah, and
he's in the woods in the Pacific Northwest.
And he sews up his shoulder. I think he has a shoulder injury or something, and he sews it up. So
yeah, he gets exploded at least twice.
He gets exploded.
Which is cool. Right. But it's really good, and it gives
also a Christmas movie. There's a Christmas tree in the police station, so Christmas movie.
Oh, wow. Ben, that's a great take. Wow. I will say, obviously there's plenty of gripes. This is still an amazing movie. I think the end of that movie, where he has like his kind of like breakdown and he's talking to Troutman, and that's some of the best acting I've seen from Stallone, when he tells the story about the shoe. The shoe shine kid, that I don't want to spoil it, but I love that performance. I thought it was very, very
Marco's like, let me tell you like 20 more minutes of this plot line. I don't want to spoil it, but
yeah, I know.
I just want to tell you a couple more points.
Got me started. We cracked the seal. You just keep going. But yes, Tanner, watch that movie. It's really good. It's fantastic. Let's transition, gang. I feel like Tanner has seen enough movies to kind of get a feel for this question. I wouldn't have asked this question earlier in our podcast, but Tanner has a solid body of work behind him. So I think we can start asking this. So Tanner, you probably know this, or maybe you don't. In the 80s and into the 90s, there was this battle kind of waged between. There was a classic matchup: Stallone versus Schwarzenegger. You know, Stallone comes out with Rambo.
Yeah.
Arnold comes out with Commando. You know, they both did action, sci-fi, crossover films. And there was a constant question of like, who's the king of the mountain? And so just to give you some backstory there, having seen what you've seen so far, which is pretty wide array, what would be the answer to that question? Who was king of the mountain in the 80s? And why?
I feel like we have seen more.
Are you asking who Tanner's king of the mountain is, or the king of the mountain in general?
Yeah. His like, yeah,
okay.
who he would pick.
Okay. Steven Seagal, obviously.
Steven Seagal.
We've seen 2 of his movies.
Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. The amount of time that Demarco has had us waste watching Steven Seagal fucking dick around in quote-unquote action movies.
It's not wasted. It's
you had to see
it's part of the education.
Under Siege is required viewing. I will say that.
Okay, we can agree to disagree. His acting is absolutely terrible.
Oh,
I think
it's
in terms
awful.
of okay. I think in terms of King of the Mountain of the 80s, it's a difficult question to answer, obviously, which is why it's a question. I think maybe I'd say Arnold, but mostly because I really enjoyed the Terminator, and I think I like the Commando more than the Stallone movies. I don't know. It's tough. Neither of them are incredible in the acting regard.
Right.
They're great, action stars, but
they both have strong physical presences too that are obviously big in the role. No,
like John Wick, that you don't really watch the movies for the dialogue. So
no.
Yeah, I'd probably say Arnold if I had to choose.
Yeah. No, your line of thought is great. This wasn't a trap or anything. I wasn't trying to get you. Ben, what's your answer? Because I have what might be a slight little fun spin on it.
Of course.
I think for me, it's Schwarzenegger. And it's very specifically like they both have all the same tools, right?
Yes.
Him and Stallone. But Schwarzenegger is also funny.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
He can be funny very easily. Like,
he's very funny.
Very naturally funny. And Stallone is like just not funny.
No.
He just can't. His jokes are not. It's not there.
It's actually bad when he tries to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think for me that makes it pretty easy. That Schwarzenegger's up at the top, and then everybody else is.
Sure.
Then you got Bruce Willis and
plus, I mean, it's hard to beat the shotgun reload. I mean, that alone really raises the bar.
Oh, I agree more. No, I agree with everything you guys have said. Especially with the angle of being funny, and I think that was something that Arnold really figured out early on that made him so bankable and so profitable in these box office movies, was his ability to play serious roles, quote unquote, but also have a comedic side to them. I will say again, and there was a bunch of rivalry. There's a lot of respect between the two guys. Arnold in particular, back in I think it was the early 90s, he did one of many interviews, and he said that he was personally very impressed with Stallone's physique. Because Stallone didn't come from like a bodybuilding or any kind of background like that. He just trained his ass off and got into amazing shape. So he was very much just singing his praises about that. I think Stallone. I agree with you, by the way. Arnold is definitely king of the mountain. I don't think there was much of a question there. But I think looking at the dramatic side of the roles, I think Stallone is really good at getting into that character. The kind of downtrodden, down on his luck, the drifter veteran, the burnout boxer, Cinderella story. Like I think, especially in Rocky III, when he's just like super down and depressed. I think
he's more believable as like a sad sack.
Yeah, I think he really flexes his acting chops in that little narrow space, and I think does quite a good job of it. But yes, I agree with you. Arnold is king, but still, Stallone is up there. He's like, I think he's up there, very very close to the top. So, Ben, Mr. Weber,
Daddy Weber,
Daddy Weber, my man. I want to hear your answer to this question because I'm generally curious. As far as rewatchable, would you take this movie or Predator?
Predator every time.
Yeah. I'm with. Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
Again, Predator has like just more range of emotion, and like it also gets going a lot sooner.
That's true.
And then just is such a rampant pace for like an hour and 15 minutes. But this one, it takes a little, where it's going.
Yes.
But like it takes about an hour to get there, to like really get going.
Yeah.
And
I feel bad now because we're talking about First Blood Part 2, and now you're making me want to go watch Predator. We're talking about Predator. But yes, I agree with you guys. Arnold's king. However, this movie still slaps, and I love Stallone. I think Stallone is fun, and I think his movies are super rewatchable.
I think this is good. He's great for action for sure. But I agree. Now that you guys mentioned the comedy aspect of Schwarzenegger, I think about that more. And yes, he's like, there's action, but also personality. Whereas I feel like Stallone could essentially be silent in these movies, and it wouldn't really make a difference.
Oh, agreed. And to your point earlier about John Wick, I mean, they intentionally cut the dialogue with each sequel, so it became more of a like, no, we're just here to fight and kill, and shoot and do stuff.
Oh, also, I have to bring this up before I forget, but Rambo is fucking so shredded in this movie. I was just thinking about the diet that he would have to have during the course of the filming.
Insane.
You can see like every little striation of every. I mean, he must have been miserable. So I can't imagine he'd want to say anything anyway.
All the discomfort, all the grunting, and all that stuff was probably not even acting.
That was insane. I feel like I've said that about someone in a different movie, but in this case, it really showed again.
I mean, you have to make that your full-time job to look like that, right?
Yes. Oh yeah. It is a tremendous level of commitment to get that way, but then also to stay that way for an extended period of time to shoot a film like this. The shooting had to take a while. This was
How long would it take me? How long?
So you?
A year? Can we get?
You could maybe.
Can we get to Rambo in a year?
In a year, without injuries, yeah, probably you could get close. Not to Rambo, but you could get your body fat level down to fucking 5%, probably.
I'll work on it next year.
That sounds good.
Start January 1st, and then you'll be good.
Yeah, round up. Wait till January.
Yeah, everyone likes to go to the gym on a regular basis in the dead of winter, so that's a great time to start. Very motivating.
Oh, shoot. I say one other thing. It's like 10 other things, but one of the things that really stood out to me this time were the sound effects and the music are just so awesome. Like just building up, getting you in the zone, and just, shit's going to pop off. As soon as the music starts rolling in the credits, you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, we're like Ben and Tanner said, it takes a while to get there, but once we get there, they really put the foot on the gas, and it's just that sequence where he sets the trap in the cornfield, and he's up on the tree with his bow and arrow. You're like, oh shit, he's about to kick ass. And then it's like, the special arrowheads. You're like, what are those? You're like, oh, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna blow everything up. So that has to be one of the most amazing weapons in a movie of all time, is an explosive arrow. I mean, how much more badass can you get?
It must have been wild to be there to see this when it came out, because
oh my god, yeah,
the scale of the action is like 10 times bigger than the first movie.
Yes,
like the explosions and the machine, like the constant machine gun, and like the helicopter fights and all that. There's nothing. I mean, the first one's like got some cool stuff, but there is nothing even close to the scale of this movie.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, they took it up to like an insanely new level. I mean,
And yeah, having the score like loud and like, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Fireballs. I kept picturing like Danny McBride over like setting off the explosions.
I also was thinking that as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I actually appreciated, I feel like a lot of movies from the pre-2000s are like, the dialogue is usually like really soft, and then the explosions and know everything else is like super loud. But I thought that overall this movie wasn't like that. It was a pretty consistent. I mean, the explosions stuff were loud, but it wasn't like I need to turn this volume super high, or in Demarco's case, put on subtitles and then back down for explosions.
Yeah. That was my nice. It's funny you should say that, because that was what I found myself doing watching the Bourne movies. Was I would kick the volume up for the the dialogue scenes, and then, oh shit, we got to turn this down now.
Yeah.
So, absolutely. Yeah, and literally that early 2000s era where they were getting into that. So I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the weapons are awesome. Let's go into the categories. Unless you guys have any more just general gripes, observations, anything that you wanna talk about.
No, got it out there.
Let's do it.
Rambo's first kiss. That was
Rambo.
Yeah, we
pretty
did
much
talk
the
about
most
that.
important thing.
Yeah. This maybe there's going to be a kiss category later. Like worst kisses, most awkward kisses.
We already know the worst kiss. It's Tom Cruise in anything. So.
Or most catastrophic kiss, maybe.
Tom Cruise in anything, still.
Yeah. That's very funny. Oh God, you can't unsee it either. You're just
I tried to just look out the window to stop picturing that exact
cut it out
when it didn't work.
Yeah, he's making our listeners nauseous. If we have any listeners, they are sick right now.
This is bad.
I'm nauseous. I bet you I'm nauseous re-listening to this right now.
Yeah. Speaking of Top Gun, super quick, proud dad.
Super good. Quick story.
In the car, so I'm one of those people. I listen to music all the time. I have music on as much as I can because I just love music. And we've reached a point where Vivi will be in the car with me, and she'll say, "Dad, play Top Gun." And so I fire up the Kenny Loggins Danger Zone song, and this one is like the one that has the intro for Top Gun into the song. And she sings the chorus. So she says, "Highway to the Danger Zone." So we're rocking it out. And I've told her about the movie. She obviously hasn't seen Top Gun, but she's been like talking about jets. So she's
how old is she?
She's 4.5.
I think she's fine. I think she could watch it.
Yeah,
she could watch maybe watch the intro when the jets are taking off.
Yeah, just like just 10 minutes every year until she's like 9, and then
not
she
the goose,
the whole thing.
Not the goose scene.
No, not that, not yet.
But don't bang your head on the window.
Yeah, and she was talking about. I mean, she's like, she wants to fly jets. I'm like, oh man, this is okay. Well, this escalated quickly.
Get her into some maths classes.
So bringing it back, gang. Which also another 80s action movie. So we're still staying in our lane. Polly Award for most useless character. I think there's pretty clear favorite contender for this. What do you think, Ben?
Who is the clear contender?
Yes,
it's what I want to hear.
I think, as much as I love him, I think Troutman sucks.
Well,
I think he
got him into this mess in the first place. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he did. Yeah, but I'm just thinking, you show up back at the hangar, and homeboy Murdoch is just sitting there chilling, eating another sandwich and drinking another Coca-Cola.
Looks like a sweet gig that guy's got.
It does.
Yeah. And like, I'm putting a gun on something. I'm doing something. I'm like, because he's not going to fight. He's like, he's very far removed from his military career. If it even happened, I'm wondering if he even actually served. But because he made that one detail that was wrong about the unit.
He's more like the football coach at Alabama with the fucking Coke machine in his office. Like,
yes.
What are we doing?
Yeah. So as much as I love Troutman, I think Troutman is my pick, but I'm open to opposing viewpoints.
I mean, I gotta go with the girl.
Yeah, that's fair too.
She they're leaving. They're leaving, and she gets him off track, right? She just
yeah.
Also, I honorable mention for the dude, not the guy from Karate Kid, but the other guy,
With the aviators.
Yes, with the aviators.
Yeah.
He looks like he could help out, and then he doesn't. You know,
Yeah.
he looks like he could kind of. There's a couple things in the beginning that he does. You know, he helps Rambo get out of the plane, right?
Yeah.
He's the one
Yeah.
cutting the straps.
Yeah.
Hung up.
Right. So clearly he's like, you know, we're not just gonna let this guy die.
Yeah.
Both of those guys. Because isn't the other guy flying the plane?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So it's those two guys. So they're like pro Rambo, but then their boss is like, yeah, let him go. And they're like, okay, I guess we have to put Troutman in the brig or whatever. Like, come on, guys.
Especially when you think about the military culture, you know, obviously you don't have to know about the military culture. If you've seen Black Hawk Down, leave no man behind. That's such a big part of the ethos of all the branches of the military. It's like, no, we're not going to just leave them. Like, we don't.
So
do
this
that.
is not. So this is like they're like Blackwater or something, right?
Oh,
they're not.
Yeah, but they're. Yeah, so I was just gonna say, like, mercenaries though. Once you get to the mercenary defense contracting range, then it's like, it's not being paid for me to get this guy. And I think most mercenaries are of the detriment to society category of military members. So it wouldn't surprise me that they'd be like, the guy who signs my check said no, so no. You know.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's a good point. And you could tell, obviously, with like the uniform, nothing's a regulation or anything like that. It's very lax, obviously. Who's your pick for that, Tanner?
I didn't have one. I mean, I think those are good choices.
Nice,
but I didn't have one specifically. No.
Okay, so Bishop Award for most underrated character.
You know, I'm gonna go with a group, and it's the POWs, right? They like they're actually helping. Like once they get into the helicopter, they're on the door gun.
Yeah.
They're like they know how to buckle up and shut up, and like they're all playing dead along. They go along with his plan, right? To like play dead in the river there.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
The POWs,
I agree with that one.
They don't need a lot of like direction.
Yeah, they're
much better than the POWs in the Chuck Norris movie.
Oh God, yeah, no question.
They were.
These are like Bridge in the River Kwai POWs, right?
Yes.
Know what to do.
That is a movie I have seen, by the way.
Yeah.
There you go.
Excellent.
Multiple times.
Speaking of the POWs, Rambo's got some leadership skills. He can kind of rally the crew together and get shit done.
Well, that's his he's in his arena, right?
Yeah.
Like he's like, you know, Tom Brady on third down. He just knows
that's a great
how to read the field.
He's
2-minute Tom, baby. Make the right play. Like he doesn't even have to think about it. Like it's all other aspects of life that are a struggle for Rambo. But he is perfect at.
Yeah. Well, that takes me to. So speaking of that, I'm going to jump categories because I think it just makes me think of one of my favorites. But I'm calling this the Dorm Room Poster Award for best lines, most quotable lines. And my first one is, "What you choose to call hell, he calls home."
Oh, I like that one
a lot. Which is so good. That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Do you guys have any more?
I liked if you want to survive war, you have to become
war.
That was on my list as well.
All right, dude.
That's a cool one.
And then she still kisses him after he says some crazy shit like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's why he was so flustered, because he was trying to get rid of her with that. And whoa. Whoa, okay.
No, I think he was like, why? I'm really being myself around this girl, and she's still into me.
And she still likes me.
Yeah. It was love at first sight, guys. Come on. Don't
Well, I don't know about
don't knock a beautiful thing like that, man.
Rambo's a meal ticket. Meal ticket.
No. Oh
yeah.
boy. As much
She thought we could actually get back to the States. Maybe I should change the
This
game
guy could
here.
get me out of here.
Yeah.
There we go. We always go in a lovely wholesome direction.
This is the Wholesome Action Possum Club.
On this so as much as he's a character that you love to hate, Murdoch is just a total trash human, the worst of the worst. My favorite line of his is, "You're just a tool, we're the machine." That's a savage line to drop when he says that to Troutman when he comes back and he's pissed off about how they're treated, and it's such a great social commentary on obviously POWs and how the troops were treated when they came back to the States, and just so much going on there with the Vietnam War and all of that stuff. So you guys have any more?
Like Rambo, like he's the best one, but he's a worker bee, right? And like
yes,
the benefit of that is that you don't have to think about it. You just like
bingo,
go where you point me, and get the job done.
Exactly.
I mean, the problem is that like he takes the order and wants to get the job done, and then the things change, right? Like it turns out they didn't want to get the job done.
Exactly.
They just want to leave him there.
Right.
So if they just pick the wrong guy, like he's not gonna quiet quit on this one.
Yeah, no.
Like just be like, oh, all right, cool then. Like I'm just gonna leave those guys there. Like that's just not gonna happen. They picked the wrong guy.
No, exactly. Mean, he's just gonna. They gave him a camera. Like, are you kidding me? I'm just supposed to take photographs. Yeah. Under no circumstances are you to engage the enemy. You're like, wait.
Yeah.
But why do I have all these weapons?
He didn't technically say like okay to that. Like he didn't agree. He just kind of like stood there and was like,
no.
Okay.
Yeah, Rambo sees those guys. He immediately was like, "I'm gonna kill those guys."
He pulled he pulled the Steve McQueen from Bullet. He just kind of like, all right, cool, excuse me, kind of like, all right, I'm gonna go do my thing. Last line that I love is he's talking to Murdoch at the end that puts the knife in the desk, and he says, "Find them, or I'll find you." It's so good. I love it. He's like, "Listen, dude, you messed up. I should kill you." But then I would go serve a life sentence in Leavenworth. So just do your job. You do your job, or I'm gonna make you pay. So he gives him one more shot. So
do we also think that like Rambo? I mean, now Stallone has done these like what do they call escape plan or whatever. He has prison escape movies. I get the impression that Rambo could break out of prison whenever he wants. But he's just kind of like, this isn't so bad. I get to like break rocks and 3 squares a day. Like everybody leaves me alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's
so like even if he gets locked up, this guy, he's gonna split his throat in the middle of the night if he wants to. Like he's gonna make it happen.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't give off the image of
right?
like someone who's actually stuck in prison.
Yeah.
He's just, cool, calm, and collected. This is all right for me for right now. He even considered, not even joining the mission. He was
like things aren't bad. Look at me. I'm shredded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look better than you.
Yeah, dude was in shape for sure. I mean, just an incredible specimen, and continues to push boundaries in regards to just staying in amazing physical shape. I mean, he's a pretty.
He also
he's an old man at this point, right?
Help.
Yeah.
He and Arnold have had plenty of help.
No arguments with you there. But if you watch his videos, he gets after
both
it, man.
both genetically speaking and chemically speaking.
Agreed. Oh no question there. But he trains, man. He trains hard. I mean, that's one thing you can't take away from him. But Tanner's exactly right. Would this main character make your starting
No.
5 to protect you for 48 hours?
No.
I don't know,
Maybe.
man.
I mean, as a just straight up war machine, he is, you know, pretty epic. But I mean,
There's a lot of
there's
coddling.
there's a lot of coddling. There was one part which we'll talk about in another category. But after the girl gets killed, he picks up the rifle and he comes over that log. And when he's shooting them, he's like, you know, doing
Oh
all
yeah,
this with
he's
the
waving
gun.
it
And
all
I
over
was
the
like,
place.
you're not hitting shit like that.
Yeah.
And that's how he shoots the gun all the time. So I don't necessarily know if I want someone in my starting 5 just like wasting ammo in the most like fucking. But
Rambo needs a lot of coaching, a lot
a lot of
of
direction. He
oversight.
needs a clear target. Yeah.
Like you need to like just work on his motivation every
It's a lot of
day.
work.
Yeah.
You know,
And
you'd need an
don't-
assistant coach dedicated to Rambo.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you'd have to have Troutman on your
Yeah.
payroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Like,
don't think
hey
I have
Troutman, can you
any.
FaceTime with Rambo? He's like he's in
Oh
his
my
feels
God.
again.
I don't think I have any like true leaders necessarily in my group. Let's see here. I had John Wick, Mike Banning, Deadpool, Django, Mad Max, Danny Ocean, Dominic Toretto, Lilu, Mike Lowry, Alejandro Gillick. None of those people are going to take charge and you know, coach
If
Rambo.
I were you, I would trade Rambo for Deadpool.
No. Fuck off.
I might do that. They're both both tough to
Deadpool is
motivate.
but you can't kill Deadpool really. I mean, you'd
Yeah,
have to like fully chop off his head. Plus, I think Deadpool's just like I said.
He's funny.
Yeah, you funny.
Yeah.
You trade out fucking funny and unkillable Deadpool for Stone Cold.
For someone who's not anywhere near as fun at parties. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Not at all.
That's
so
fair.
no, he wouldn't make it. I don't.
Yeah. I do think he's a strong contender, but if we have a very competitive field of players because we've seen a bunch of movies, so it's tricky. So, but yeah, I agree with you guys. This one's probably really easy, but let's do it anyway. The Continental Award for Best Scene Location. Obviously, it's the jungle, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's not really any place where another scene occurs.
Yeah.
Did Ben get bumped? Is he not here?
Oh, but I was talking about how much Ben really loves the mud pit scene. So with the leeches and Stallone's bare butt. So
I don't care for where do they get the little thong that he's wearing?
That's
They
why he
put
had
like
to leave.
Imagine being like, hey, you go take his clothes off and put this thong on him before we put him in the mud.
Yeah.
Or was that his own underwear? Do we?
I think he brought that from home.
That's his. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the leeches. Yeah, I don't care for the leeches.
It was
a good special effect where they like cut him off and there's like a little blood.
It was, yeah.
That looked pretty realistic.
It looked pretty gross. Yeah, it did.
My location is the computer room. With the clubhouse / computer room that the mercenaries have. Like they got 15 guys working there, and then as soon as the dude is ready to leave Rambo behind, he's like, everybody clear out before I give this like terrible order. Please, everybody leave the room. We're at situation Bravo or some shit. Like what?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, oh shit, he actually did his job, but
but we don't want him to do his job.
Can I also say the prisoner of war camp is a really nice, like all those waterfalls and like big rocks that they have for their stream. Like it looks pretty sweet. Like you build a house there in a second.
Yeah, nice place to be a POW.
Yeah.
It beats the gas chambers and the internment camps, like this is much better.
It's it's a very beautiful location. Let's go I'm gonna skip a couple of categories that I think would get us in a little bit too repetitive. So I'm calling a little bit of an audible here, but I don't want to miss the cruise index. Scale of 1 to 10. How believable is this character doing the things that he does?
He looks pretty believable. I mean, they're unbelievable things that he's doing,
Yes,
but it looks like he knows how, like
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not
I
it's
would
not like
say
they have Carrot Top doing all these things, right? It's
yeah,
like he seems capable, he looks capable.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I agree.
yeah. What
I,
number would you give him, Ben?
What's the scale?
1 to 10.
1 to 10.
1 to
One
10?
is Steven Seagal. 10 is
Doing anything.
Keanu John Wick.
I'm gonna go like a 7.
Yeah.
Because this is also before like our current gun fu era where
Yes.
like these guys
Everything's
do real tactical training
yes.
before they
Yes.
make a movie.
Yeah.
Like he just showed up and was like, "Look, I can lift this gun. Like I can lift it over my head even. So let's
Yeah.
have me do that, right?" Like
I agree.
there, as Tanner said, he's just throwing and spraying bullets everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's no, so that part is not super realistic, but
Agreed.
I
it
think when
looks like he is a guy who could do it if he
yes.
wanted to do it.
I think when he has the knife in his hand or the bow and arrow, I'm 100% bought in.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, he's loading it up. The pull. I mean I know nothing about archery, but it looks like he knows what he's doing. I buy it. I'm like, no, he knows what's going on. Especially when he is standing at the top of the rock thing, and the guy's shooting at him, and he pulls back and he keeps adjusting his aim based on where the guy runs to, very slowly, controlled, methodically, and then does the release. You're like, oh yeah, you
Now correct me if I'm wrong. In the first one, First Blood Part 1, the titles are so stupid.
Yes,
They're so stupid. Doesn't he make his own bow and arrow? Right? I'm pretty sure he does.
does.
Yeah.
Yes, he makes a lot of weapons. He makes
And then I think in
the
the fourth one he makes his own machete, which is pretty awesome. He like blacksmiths a machete.
Pretty amazing.
Which
Yeah. The fourth Rambo is low key really fun.
It's
and
awesome.
Really good.
I like that one.
I have to say it's a really
how many Rambos are
5.
there?
5?
5.
Don't watch the fifth one because it's basically like a horror slasher for the last half hour.
It's like Taken plus a horror movie.
Yes. It's
how many
it reaches a point where you feel bad for the bad guys. You're like, dang, take it easy,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
How many Rockies are there?
Well, are we counting the Creed movies?
Oh, right.
Because
no, I probably wouldn't.
I think there's 5 Rockies, 6
7?
Rockies, 6 Rockies,
6 Rockies,
6 Rockies,
and 3
right,
Creeds.
3
Balboa.
Creeds.
Yeah. Balboa's the 6th one. Yeah,
Rocky
so
Balboa.
8.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So the Rocky verse is
He likes sequels because like the prison escape movies, he has, I think there's 3 or 4 of those.
Yeah, Escape Plan. Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you like sequels? I mean, put me in for more money. Sign me up.
Yeah. Exactly. I have to say.
Oh, the Expendables too. Like,
yeah,
I almost forgot to bring this up. There's all the Expendables movies, and in this movie, there's a lot. He's explaining that he's expendable.
He's expendable.
And
Yeah.
And she's like, "You're not expendable to me,
that's true.
Rambo."
Yeah. which is just amazing. I have to say, man, I maybe I should rewatch them, but he's the Jedi Master here, and will always try to steer me in the right direction. I'm honestly bummed out that Escape Plan was like the movie, the Arnold Stallone crossover. Like I find the Expendables to be way more rewatchable and fun. Very self-aware. We're super derivative. We're very meta, just having fun. But Escape Plan, I was super excited. But then I watched it, and I was like, this movie is really boring.
Yeah,
I guess it's just not, And to be fair, it's not what I was expecting compared to what Schwarzenegger and Stallone are known for, which is big guns, big explosions,
Well, Prison Break movies are not usually that exciting. Like there's just a lot of planning and methodology.
But even that, just I don't know. I didn't. It seemed cheaply put together. I just wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of it. So well, you can. Yeah, Ben's not even fighting me on that. So he clearly.
Oh yeah, I get it. I'd rather watch any of the Expendable movies any day over the prison movies.
Agreed.
Sure.
I mean, just Arnold ripping off the car door. It's just
He's
so
also
ridiculous.
We gotta let Tanner in a little bit. So these Prison Break movies that he does, right?
Yes.
Wait. First, can you describe The Wire? I'd like to hear about.
Well, at least we're actually talking about a Stallone project here.
On, okay, all right.
This is directly related. He's not actually.
Sorry, I'm recently traumatized by re-listening to 40 more minutes of that. So.
He's not really like a criminal. He's like a fucking architect or something.
Right.
Who like puts himself in prisons to show that they can be broken out of.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of lame, right? Like,
yeah.
I want to see the Rambo in prison movie where like Rambo finds out, somebody's in danger and then he's got to get out. Like that would be pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
I think he's a bit old to reprise the Rambo role, but maybe.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He was the last one. It was like.
Does he have a kid? Does he have any kids that are
Rambo Jr.?
Extremely great shape.
He only kissed one girl one time. Like
in real life, and
she got smoked 3 seconds later.
Yeah,
he did.
I mean, in the fifth one, he kind of had like an adopted daughter, kind of, sort of.
I didn't mean like that. I meant like a real life son. God damn it.
Oh, I got you in real life.
That could play
Rambo clone.
Yeah. He has said recently that he wants the franchise to continue, but he doesn't want to be in it. Like he's all for
he's like
passing the buck off.
80, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like.
Well, now we have like the Extraction movies, which are basically Rambo, right? That's like modern Rambo.
Yes,
and those movies are awesome. Like we're good.
They're kick-ass. Yeah. I really like those movies.
Yeah,
1 and 2.
Let the younger bucks come in and let them have their turn. Well, guys, this movie, it slaps. It's a incredibly awesome rewatchable film. Again,
it's time.
I stand by what I said, and I'm going to continue to probably just be the annoying member of ACP because I keep choosing the worst of the sequels because they have a special place in my heart. But I'm just going to be.
You gotta follow. Okay? You gotta follow your heart.
Yeah,
following my heart. I'm going to be me, and then I'm going to be the guy that you guys can shit on and give you content to.
It's what makes the Action Club podcast so versatile.
Eclectic.
Yes, eclectic because
wait till we get to Blind Fury, right?
We all have our specific, choices that we make.
And it is funny to read this was not the case for me with this movie. This movie is still awesome, but it's funny to rewatch a lot of these older movies in HD and go, oh wow, this looked way cooler on the small TV pre-HD.
Yeah, true.
It's like, okay. Yeah. Obviously Bennett's lovely sweater vest that was knit that looked like chainmail on the older cut, but so we've done great. Any more thoughts on Rambo First Blood Part 2?
Not really. No. It was riddled with badass scenes and great
Let me
fighting.
ask one more question.
Yeah.
Okay.
When Rambo has his helicopter and he's playing dead in the river, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the helicopter's like still warring.
Yeah.
So like if he had actually crashed or he was dead, wouldn't it like shut down? And then why do those guys have to get in so close to get a look at him?
Because otherwise he wouldn't be able to shoot him down.
I mean, because of plot, right?
Agreed.
But like, guys, just
I think that if it were real life, they would have seen him and taken another, just in case shot.
Yeah.
Easily. Yeah.
Or just not,
sprayed a bunch
He's
of bullets
really
into it.
gambling that they are not gonna, that they need to like
also
to look him in the eye or something.
The speed at which he woke up, found his target, and
Quick
fired
draw.
a rocket launcher.
Quick draw.
You know, it's fucking comical, but
pretty,
you know,
it's pretty ridiculous. I will say though, I got to give an honorable mention to my favorite moment in the film, and just still one of the most badass moments of camouflage, where the Soviet soldiers walking around and the the background's blurred out, and then the perspective changes and his eye opens in the mud. I love that scene so much. It's so, and it's like, how the hell did he get in there so damn fast? But it's just so, it's just so awesome. Opens it up, the knife comes out. You're like, it's on, dude. You guys, you think you're trapping him, but this is the classic reversal, right? You're in his trap, which is amazing. I could rewatch that scene over and over again forever because it's just so cool.
Lots of really good, greatest kill, escape, stuff like that in this movie. Yeah.
Great.
And
great
the exploding
movie. Great
arrows.
Pick.
Yeah.
I agree. And exploding arrows are still awesome.
Those are
being
pretty badass.
A child of the 90s, I grew up playing Turok on the Nintendo 64, so exploding arrows are just that's very much
Turok Dinosaur Hunter?
Yes. Yeah. The sequel, in the sequel you get exploding arrows on the bow, and it's pretty satisfying, not going to lie. It's fun.
Good job picking Rambo First Blood Part 2 for Action Club.
Thank you.
You really went out on a limb with this one. Paid off.
Yeah, it was a gamble. I didn't know if this movie would be good enough for Action Club, but I think I picked a banger this time.
Yeah, it turns out it's timeless.
You did all right. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in with us for another episode of Action Club Podcast. I'm your host, Demarco. We got Ben and Tanner in the house, and we'll catch you guys next time.
See ya.
See ya. Benjamin.
Oh no, Ben left us. I started talking about Stallone's beautiful glutes in the mud, and he didn't want to hear any of that.
He had to do a little. Yeah. I'll leave all this in. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, we're good. Tanner is an expert editor.